Number 13, Second Conference in Voronezh. Contactees with extraterrestrial civilizations. Oredzerva. Mead answers questions.
In this and future videos on our YouTube channel, you will discover the absolutely true story about the amazing contacts of Irina Podzorova from Voronezh with extraterrestrials, and her unique abilities of clairvoyance, telepathy, psychic abilities, and channeling. We, a group of volunteers from different countries, are translating the spiritual and scientific knowledge received from Irina Podzorova into English. We understand that all of this may be very difficult to believe, but we do not aim to mislead anyone. All the information presented in our videos is Irina Podzorova's personal life experience, about which she is sharing. Any images that we place in our videos are not a way to deceive you. We use approximate images to help you visually imagine what Irina is talking about. We replace the actual speech of Irina and her interlocutors in Russian with an English translation for those who do not know Russian. With love and gratitude, the volunteers of the International Development Team of the Cassiopeia Project.
Autism is certainly a disorder, but it comes from a painful experience in the body's past. A spirit who has incarnated is so frightened by the circumstances of a past life that he is frightened of all communication, and he builds his world within himself. He has a blocked memory of what happened specifically, but the fact that someone approaches him and starts talking causes fear and aggression in him and reluctance to communicate even with the closest person. This disorder can go away over time if the spirit becomes convinced of the safety of the environment he has entered. His subconscious reaction will reduce his fear, and gradually he will communicate with the world, stepping out of his formed world of imagination. But to do this, he must not be communicated with when he is unwilling. He perceives as a threat and is further strengthened in the opinion that it is dangerous, thereby alienating his recovery.
That is, a person himself must decide at what point he stops being afraid, or does he need some help from doctors, psychologists? How does it happen?
This is a very individual moment. Each spirit has a personal vibrations. Each spirit has had one event or another, and even the same event will cause different reactions in different spirits. You have to look at the environment. If an autistic person seeks help without aggression and fear, it is necessary to provide it to the extent that he can accept it. If he reacts with aggression and fear, it is better to leave him alone and simply support the vital functions of the organism.
Why do human beings develop only a few % of all abilities, brain activity, physical endurance, and so on?
So that you can master what you have. You have not mastered even a tenth of the opportunities that you have already been given.
How do you master them?
Only through training, experience, different systems depending on what we're talking about individually. Until you learn to make the right decisions, superpowers are dangerous for you.
What do human intellectual abilities depend on? Does it have something to do with past life experiences? Why are there people with more developed intellectual abilities and some with less? What does it depend on?
Spirit, its quality, is formed in the totality of incarnations and the experience of being in the spiritual world, plus the experience gained, all this together, strictly individual. No two people are alike, no two spirits are alike. Each has its own place, and each is important for God and the universe.
Which civilization has a strong influence on the destructive development of us?
When it is said that a civilization has no contactees on Earth, it means that their government has not sent their representatives officially for this purpose, i.e. they have no permanent contactees here. But every civilization visiting Earth for tourist, scientific, or other purposes can make contact with any of its inhabitants, but it's not contacting. It's a one-time contact. Selbet, of course, sends explorers, some of whom, when they come to Earth, make contact with Earthlings without the informational or other purpose that contactism usually pursues. This is the personal desire of the pilots of the Selbitians' ships. Now they influence, unfortunately, among them are many who in various covert and overt ways and negatively affect your civilization. 43% of the crimes committed by aliens against you are committed by Selbet people, and that is the figure for the last 50 years. This is a very high rate, and everyone here has a consensus that the Selbit government, despite cooperating with us and being part of the interstellar union, We feel that the Selbit government is providing insufficient assistance in tracking down criminals on its planet and its colonies. This is the opinion of many in the Interstellar Alliance. But our opinions without evidence and facts are not enough to accuse the Selbit government of condoning criminals.
Friends, we want to take care of you and remind you not to forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, copy the link to our YouTube channel to your phone so you can easily find us. We also have a Telegram chat group for you to connect with us and other like-minded people. You can find all the details on how to join in the description below this video.